1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Ready or not?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tavern Talk by Initial Reaction. I'm Philip, and joining me this week, Mr. Austin McEuen. Thank you for being here, sir.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate it. Austin is a grad student at UCA, University of Central Arkansas, in the film program, and you have a short film, Deer in Headlights, kind of making festival rounds right now. Is that right?
Correct.
Awesome.
Correct.
And planning on shooting anything else soon, or?
Definitely. I have a horror comedy coming up in October. I can't give much detail
no.
But it's adapted from a SpongeBob episode. Let's just say that. Yeah.
Hey, that's kind of perfect because this week we are talking about Ready or Not. If you've seen the trailers for Ready or Not, you know this thing is kind of a bonkers movie. It's about a girl who is marrying into a wealthy family. It's kind of like a dynasty, I guess you could say, like kind of like a Parker Brothers, or they're like a board gaming type dynasty. Very rich, very wealthy, and they have this odd tradition of on the night someone new enters the family. On the wedding night, it's a hell of a wedding night.
Oh yeah.
They have to choose a card, and depending on what that card says, play a certain game. And this new bride, which is Grace, is her name. She's played by. Let me see what that was. Sorry, Samara Weaving, niece of Hugo Weaving, actually. Yeah. And she picks hide and seek, and this family plays hide and seek to the death. So, without giving too much more away, was excited to see this. It's always exciting to see like a fresh, kind of original, small-scale horror flick in theaters on the big screen. But no, what'd you think? Initial reaction?
Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah.
It was absolutely bizarre.
Yeah.
But it's a really good time. It's like one of those when you see a preview of it, you're going to be like, it might be alright, might be kind of dumb, but you watch it, you're like, okay, this is a good time.
Yeah.
This is a really good time.
And you are kind of, not only do you enjoy horror films, like those are the kinds of films you enjoy making as well. So like from that perspective, as far as like, how does it stack up for you in terms of the horror genre?
It's definitely a horror comedy.
Yes,
like it definitely goes in there. And what's great about it is, it's a movie that it knows that it's going to be a horror movie. Yeah. It's not trying to be a horror movie and accidental laughs in there. It's specifically doing that, and it works.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, like even throughout, I was able to like kind of step back and realize in moments that like, oh, this is really like legitimately tense, like and scary, and like the dynamic between the characters and the family is set up so distinctly in the beginning that you know who you like and know who you're kind of like on the edge about, or you're rooting for, or you just don't like. Except for Adam Brody's character. He's kind of the wild card here, but that plays into the tension of it as well. Yeah. But then there are like funny moments sprinkled in, and it really balances those two out really well, I thought.
And it's also a great mystery.
Yeah.
Like the whole time, like, I want to know, without giving anything away, just like, why? Right. Why is everything happening?
Yeah.
And it does it well.
Yeah, and
it does it really well.
It opens with kind of I guess you could say, kind of a little prelude to, how this has been done in the past, or just the setup in general to kind of give you a sense of what's going to happen, how it's going to go down. And even that, ties into the mystery of like, why are they doing this? What is the, and I had kind of written down stuff like going through, it's got to be to keep their fortune, or there's some kind of something associated with the money, like it had to be with the money. But not to go into spoilers here, but yeah, it's a good payoff.
It is. Oh yeah, I definitely agree.
And that's kind of what I always worry about with horror films. Like, the setups can be so good. And I mean, I'm blanking right now on stuff that is, or examples of that, but you see that a lot in the genre, like really good setups that kind of go nowhere or go to places that are a little too expected, but no, like
and it was very original too. I
Yeah.
would say like it had original background, but it does play off of it takes the ideas from, like, we originally had like the Saw franchise. It's like,
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
okay, we'll start with games.
Right.
Then we go to Saw, then we get to all these like Netflix films, like what was it? Not Netflix. Blumhouse did a Truth or Dare.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
another game. You've had
Game, right.
these games, and then you had what's it called?
which one?
It's on Netflix. It's where they Would You Rather. That's it. Had you watched
I don't know
it?
if I've seen that.
That movie's tense.
Yeah.
That movie is tense.
I don't even know if I know which one that is. But no, yeah. So it kind of goes from like these, game-based. It kind of feels like a home invasion thriller.
Yeah.
At certain points, like just because of the, the geography of the house and them trying to hide within it, and the nature of the game, I guess you could say. But no, like as it went on, I was wondering what's the metaphor here?
Yeah,
I was kind of like, what are they reaching for? And I'm not really sure if they were necessarily saying anything bigger than what the general story conveyed, but there are themes of family and like how much you let your family members influence you and where you draw the line with that, and just kind of your family identity versus your individual identity and things like that. But I don't think it really meant to get too deep. It was really just about having a good time, and I had a blast with it.
Oh, yeah. I was on my feet the whole time. Was it not like just a lot of fun?
Like kind of almost giddy with like just how confident it was in what it wanted to be and how it executed that. Or
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one thing I will say, it deserved its R rating.
yeah,
I will say that too. If it had that PG-13, I would have been really skeptic going in, because I'm anti-PG-13 horror.
Yeah.
Besides, there's some that are good. I will
Yeah.
say that. But this one, when it got that R rating, I was like, all right, good.
That's
And
funny.
It
Yeah.
earned it, so.
I was actually talking, with someone about scary stories to tell in the dark, just today actually, and one of the things that we brought up was, a lot of genres can play to multiple audiences, but horror, there's always this hard line between the PG-13 and the R.
One thing, for the tone of the movie,
Yeah.
it almost seemed like it had the feeling and look of like a paranormal haunted movie.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it maybe if it had the tone of like almost like the Haunted Mansion with like Eddie Murphy.
With what?
Or
I'm gonna admit to the fact I've never seen
you never
that
seen
one.
that?
No.
Oh, that's a classic. I say
The Haunted
everything. I say everything's a classic. Just FYI, everything.
Okay.
But it had like almost that just like haunting feel to it to me, like the look of it, the tone, everything.
Yeah, okay. No, I do get
Yeah.
what you're saying, though. Absolutely. Yeah. And I did like the overall aesthetic to it. Like, it had a really cool opening credits sequence.
Yeah.
The title screen's always like a big deal for me. Like, I feel like if you put a little bit of effort into a creative title screen, like I can trust that you're going to put a lot of effort into every other aspect of your
I
movie.
agree.
And just the whole opening credits and the setting of that tone with this one was really great. Like, I was in it from the beginning. I was like, okay, I'm down with what you guys are doing, and I like the perspective it was taking and how it just so quickly set up these characters and their attitudes and everything. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, it's not something you would just say, oh, you gotta like see this for the story. It's about like a most dangerous game type scenario, but like it's a lot of fun.
It is, yeah.
And it does feel a little weird to say that when you follow it up with what it's about. But the directors, we should note the directors. We were talking before, they did one of the segments in the VHS anthology. Matt Open and Tyler Gillett really, just had a strong hold on the tone and the characters and the pacing too. Like,
I thought the pacing was really good.
I was gonna say short, 90 minutes, really tight with the story. I never felt like it dragged. It got across exactly what it wanted to, and wrapped it up really nicely. But no, I mean, any other aspects that like stood out to you?
One thing I really enjoy is the whole production design and the set.
Yeah.
Like it looks like an absolutely enormous house. Like it never, you don't know where anything is. It doesn't even show you like the full outside of the house, I don't think.
No, I don't think it did.
It just keeps it kind of mysterious of how big this place is and how rich these people are.
Right.
Which is something that was really cool, especially for a game they're playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
It's perfect for
Yeah,
that.
no, that's true. I didn't think about that. Like, and yeah, even in one of the shots near the end of the movie, you get a little bit, or even at the beginning during the wedding, you kind of get a sense of the exterior. But yeah, you don't get like a big wide shot.
It just kind of keeps you. It keeps it mysterious for us too. Like we don't know where we're gonna go hide in this house either.
Yeah, no.
It plays with its audience. Like it plays with our.
It makes you feel that confinement as well, like how trapped she is. And I did want to mention Weaving, who is the lead in the movie. Let me make sure I am saying that right. Yeah, Grace, Samara Weaving. She really like. I mean, I was talking about Adam Brody and how he's kind of the secret weapon in this movie because he's so unpredictable and you never know what his allegiance is going to be from scene to scene. So it keeps that tension up. But she carries the movie on her back and just...
She does a great job, too.
Yeah. I mean, just bulldozes through all of it. Like, it was I don't know. She's had a good... Like, you could tell from the beginning her attitude towards, marriage and like into this wealthy, like ungodly wealthy family was kind of just like, okay, it was just rolling with things, and then she kind of just rolls with this. But I don't know, you kind of, it's one of those ones where you put yourself in that position, like what would you do? And it's like she did a lot better than I would have, But no, any other thoughts? Anything else that stood out to you? Yeah, no, I mean, for a 90-minute movie, it did feel like there was a lot to unpack, even though it was kind of, breezily paced and just like a lot of fun to take in.
And there's a bigger story with this movie than just what's shown too, and I want to know more.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those like, oh man, like I can't get it.
No, yeah.
But there's a bigger story to it. Which
and I
really
genuinely didn't see some of the twists coming.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which was nice.
They played that off really well.
Yeah. No, it was really a breath of fresh air, especially as summer winds down, and we've taken in all these blockbusters over the last couple months. It really felt like a breath of fresh air. But no, here on Tavern Talk we do out of 5 stars. So star rating for Ready or Not, what would you go?
3.5.
3.5.
I'm gonna give it 3.5.
Yeah, just kind of a little bit above average, or
a little bit above average. I had a great time with it. It's not the most perfect movie in the world, but I'm trying to be.
No, yeah.
I rate really high in general, but
yeah,
I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I'm trying to.
Well, I was told I go middle of the road too often, so I'm gonna go 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed it. I had a really good time. I
almost put 4.
Did you? Yeah.
No,
I had a good time. Like, I feel like this movie accomplished perfectly what it set out to accomplish. And, when you kind of grade it by that scale, it's just like, yeah, no, it wasn't a perfect movie, but for what it wanted to be, like, I think it excelled at that. So, so 3.5 for Austin, 4 for me. I think we definitely would say go see Ready or Not on the big screen as soon as you can. So, no, thanks for joining us, Austin.
Thank you for having me.
And definitely be on the lookout for Austin's short film, Deer in Headlight. And then, whenever you get started rolling on that second one, let us know if you have a fundraising page or anything, and we'll do a shout out for that too. But no, thank you for taking the time out to see this and for reviewing it with us. And thanks again to Movie Tavern. We get to review this we get to review movies every week from the Movie Tavern. If you have a Movie Tavern near you, check it out because it's a really cool experience. You get to watch a movie on the big screen. They bring you any meal you order, drinks, popcorn, all that good stuff, and then you get to lounge back in these comfortable recliners. So it's an awesome experience from top to bottom. So check out a Movie Tavern if you have one near you, and thank you again to them for letting us do this every week. But anyway, I think that's it, guys. Check out Ready or Not. Check out our channel, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. We'll see you next week. Peace.